Hey there, Gemini. Welcome back. This is going to be a general reading. We're going to see what's going on in your energy. Remember that this is a general reading, guys, so do take what resonates with you. Leave the rest for somebody else. This could be a future, this could be a past, or this could be a present reading. I could say it's you and it's them, but more likely, if I say it's them, it's them. Yes. It's usually very clear. Okay, here we go. The Eight of Blades is coming out with the Ten of Cups. Six of Sticks is coming out. You have a letter, just so you know. Spirit is giving you a letter. That's what I call it when it comes out like this. I call it a letter. And we still have three left over. Okay? I'm going to put those to the side here, and we're going to start doing some verifying. I am hearing that you are getting out of a mental state, maybe a state that you've been in. There is definitely a lesson here that needs to be learned, and it looks like maybe you haven't learned it, or maybe you just haven't figured out what the lesson is. Sometimes it's hard to identify it, right? Okay, I am seeing you coming in as the Knight of Swords energy, so that's not your only energy. The High Priestess is you over here. But I'm talking about how you are determined to get something done. So maybe you are trying to figure it out. You know, I do the same thing. Don't worry. I think everybody does. You know, it's hard to differentiate sometimes when you're in the middle of the storm, what is a lesson and what is not a lesson, you know? And I think that's what you're doing here. You're trying to learn a lesson. It might have something to do with your family or your house or your home, your neighborhood. Could be your neighborhood. But you're definitely learning something here, okay? And I think you're determined to figure it out exactly. Maybe you've already learned lessons, but you know that there are more that needs to be learned here. But the good news is that I see you breaking free from self-imposed limitations. So these are the limitations that you put on yourself. These are also fears that you have put on yourself, okay? And you're getting out of that energy, thank God. It's because you're seeing things more clearly. It's like that big band-aid that was on your eyes is finally coming off, and you're finally seeing things more clearly. It was a struggle. Okay, so this is a past situation where you were trying to figure out what is a lesson and what's not a lesson. And I think you've already figured it out. The lesson is that you had blindfolds on and you weren't seeing things clearly. The lesson here was that you needed to learn how to take that blindfold off so you could see things clearly. Sometimes that's very hard to do, especially if you love the person. Because you definitely had somebody here that was making you feel trapped. And when you love the person, you just feel like, you know, you have their best interest at heart. You just automatically assume that that person would have the same thing for you, that they would have your best interest at heart. But it's not always the case. Unfortunately, you know, in an ideal world, it would be, right? But sometimes people that we love and care for don't necessarily love and care for us in the same way that we do them, right? I feel like by doing this, you have set yourself apart from everybody else. You set yourself apart from the family. And not only that, but I see here that it has helped you, like, grow your third eye. Okay, I feel like that's one of the biggest things here is your third eye is open, and you know, and there's no fog, no smoke in your face blocking you anymore. You can see everything clearly, and you understand the secrets that are going on, and this could be, I'll just say it, family secrets. Okay, like you understand the family secrets and things that were going on behind closed doors. Gemini, it looks like you finally understand that you have a higher purpose here. Spirit is saying take pride in your accomplishments. Take pride in yourself. Take pride in everything that you've learned so far. I am hearing that you're going through a spiritual promotion. A spiritual transition. but you're getting promoted. So I don't understand what that means, but that's what I'm getting. There's a spiritual promotion here for you. You're definitely going to be getting some success here. There is something here that spirit wants you to do. They want you to like spread some kind of knowledge about something. Maybe go on social media and talk about it, because this could indicate like social media. But it's definitely something where you're going to be in the public eye, and spirit wants you to like spread the message. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. You will be having people look up to you. Okay, and by you putting yourself in this position, I'm hearing that you're going to have an advantage over who, I don't know, but you're going to have an advantage, and you're going to need this advantage. And I believe the reason why you're going to need this advantage is, yes, you're going to have supporters. You're going to have people that are going to look up to you as a leader, okay, as somebody who is a source of knowledge. But then I feel like you're also going to have other people who are going to oppose you, a group of people possibly trying to oppose you and trying to cause you a lot of mental grief, stress, things like that. So you are going to have somebody come up against you. Okay, I see you being in the spotlight. So when you're in the spotlight, it's you're an easy target. I mean, yeah, you're going to be an easy target for these people. Okay, but you do have the strength and the confidence and the knowledge that you need to be able to pull something through to the end. Okay? You do have what it takes. But there is a warning here about this group. Okay? There is something here that you need to let go of in order for you to be able to succeed here. I'm not sure what it is. You might have people that are going to try to come in and make you give up doing what it is that you're doing, just so you know. But let's find out more about this. But it's so that you could have a new beginning, okay? So you could have this passionate new beginning. Oh, I don't know why Spirit does this. It has something to do with a group, definitely. A group of people. Okay. The people that are going to be up against you, that are going to be your enemy, it's going to be because of one specific person who may be a Sagittarius. If that rings a bell, I'm not sure. But it's going to be somebody that is in a relationship. Okay, so this is about them being in a relationship with somebody. So apparently, because they're in this relationship with somebody and they want it to go in the right direction, and they feel like you are the problem, apparently, obviously. So this is why you're going to be targeted. Huh. I don't know why. I don't know why that is, though. It has something to do with you changing your mind about something and causing somebody to go back into something. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it has something to do with you changing your mind. You went in a different direction, and that's why you have become this person's quote enemy, right? You caused somebody some kind of heartbreak. Yes, that's what it is, Gemini. You caused somebody some kind of heartbreak, and now this person has it out for you. But it's not necessarily this person that's going to be doing these things to you or targeting you. It's actually somebody that they're in a relationship with, and that person's angry with you because you caused that person to go through a heartache, and you caused that person to be stuck in something that caused them to go through some kind of financial grief, or this could be like stagnation in their career, something like that. You ran away from problems. You ran away from this person. You were trapped by that person, so you ran away and that person went crying to this other person. Oh, okay. So so your ex or somebody that you broke their heart, um, went running to this person crying about it, that you broke their heart and left them broken or something like that, and you snuck away or you ran away from them. And okay, so this person is going to be a flying monkey. All right, that's what it is. This person's a flying monkey, Gemini, the one that is going to be targeting you and encouraging a group to come up against you. Spirit is saying that you're going to need self-discipline. Okay, so you're gonna need self-discipline, and don't have fear of the unknown. Just the things that you don't know, things that you don't understand. Don't have fear. Don't worry about it. Everything will come out into the open. Okay. So this is just somebody that your ex is dating now. Okay. I don't even think they're married or anything. That person is just taking it upon themselves to target you. More likely, it's because they're jealous. Especially if your group grows, right? Your following grows, because I feel like you're going to have a very large following. So the larger your group grows, the more that this person is going to want to target you because they're jealous of you. Okay. uh I think this happens more often than not. Personally, I think this is something that happens quite often. And that person told that person that you caused them all kinds of grief and heartache, and you did all these horrible things. And but it's funny, you're the one that ran away. So I don't think you did. I think this person is lying. I think you're trying to get away from that person, because I highly doubt you did that. You know what I mean? Because God doesn't pick people who do those kinds of things. You know what I'm saying? I mean, God picks, like the top people, the people who have proven themselves over and over and over again. This is why I know it's not you. You know what I mean? But this person just wants to make that person believe that it's you. The higher you are and the closer you are to spirit, I just want you to know this. The more you're going to have these very negative energies trying to pull you down or trying to smear your image. The the more closer you are and the more pure hearted you are, because you are coming out as pure hearted here. And definitely a divine feminine, divine masculine, okay? The thing is that the closer you are to spirit, these demons, and that's what I call them demons. You could call them jinns. You can call them jinns too. Um, these entities that look like they're in human form will try to pull you down, smear your image, say all kinds of horrible things about you. Okay, just to make other people hate you, and that's the truth. Okay, all right. So that's what that's about. So spirit is saying you need to let go of something. Actually, that is what came out. So I don't understand what that is. I think it was because of the fear of unknown. Maybe that's what it is that you need to let go of. Be the fear, the fear of the unknown. Spirit is saying you need to go into this energy of being in authority. Okay, not necessarily a boss. Okay, I don't feel like it means like you need to be a boss. No, but more of a leadership skills. Work on your leadership skills, and put yourself more into a leadership role. Okay, I do feel like you are gonna have this passionate new beginning, but you will have this group coming up against you. Okay, and it does look like they're gonna push for something here. They're gonna push to cause some kind of mental grief upon you here. One of them is somebody that has lost to you. Okay, that means you got something that they wanted. Okay, it's like they lost something and you are the person that won it. So this person is another person who's coming in, apparently, that's going to come in after this person that is dating your ex, is going to be somebody that is looking at you like, you took something from me kind of energy. Yeah, and they're secretly going to be watching you. So yeah, that's the thing. This could be a female figure. I would say this person is definitely somebody who gets into relationships, any kind of relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic, but they make friendships and they get into relationships when it's going to be financially beneficial to them. A gold digger, yes. A gold digger in every which way or form. Could be, but when we think of a gold digger, we always think of a female to male kind of situation, romantic situation, or male to female romantic situation, right? Well, this person could just be a friend who's out for something. So it doesn't have to be romantic. That's the point. And I think a lot of people don't see that side of gold diggers when they do it to their friends, right? Or who they supposed to be friends with, right? So Spirit is saying to be careful with that, okay? Okay. Okay, this person is gonna want to like get really close to you really quickly, Gemini. This is somebody that's gonna act like they're your friend. And they're gonna be projecting a false self of themselves to you, okay? So they're gonna try to make themselves appear like as though they are very supportive of your message. Okay, they're gonna come out as like, oh yes, Gemini, I agree with you 100%. When in reality they could care less. Okay, because the messages that you were meant to spread is something that's meant to like help people, right? This person doesn't care anything about helping people. Okay, they really want to just help themselves. So this person is going to more likely try to get involved with your finances in some kind of way. This person is going to want to like become your bookkeeper or be in control of your donations. Something like that. Something where they can have their hand in the cookie jar. You know, that kind of energy. Because they're definitely plotting something, and with this kind of energy it usually indicates somebody who is fraudulent, a thief, somebody who has no problems committing fraud, like getting your IDs and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Okay, I see this person as coming in and they're going to be pushing you really hard. Okay, they're going to be pushing like, I need a job, I need a job, I'm going to be homeless, and they're going to give you this really sad story to really push you to giving them a job, okay? But not just any job, they want that specific job. So I'm pretty sure they'll take any job that you'll give them just so they could be close to you in the hopes that they could get that job, but they're aiming toward a job to do with your finances or bookkeeping or something like that, okay? They're going to put you in a position where you're going to have a very difficult decision to make. And it could be between them and somebody else. So I see this person is trying to stir up some problems. Yeah. I see this person is trying to stir up some kind of problems to, basically just to stir the pot. That's what I'm hearing. Like, stir the pot to get things. Narcissists do that. They will come in and stir the pot. They will try to put you up against other people, right? So this actually makes a lot of sense to me. I am seeing a con man here. It's this person that's trying to commit some kind of fraud. They're going to try to get close to you. This is a sociopath. So just be aware that they will be able to lie to you to your face, look you right in the eye, and be very convincing. Okay? Because I do see them hiding something. It's like they want you to be looking at their left hand while their right hand is doing something else. And it's not a good thing, it's a bad thing. Okay? And they know that you're going to want to like you're not going to want any kind of disruptions. They know that you're not going to want any kind of conflicts. They know that you're not going to want any kind of disputes of any kind. Okay, I do feel like this person is going to inflict something upon you, some kind of stress or some kind of attack on you. Um, but I feel like it's more of a mental thing because of these cards that are coming out. So it's more of a, like a mental attack rather than a physical attack. Okay. And then I see this person is wanting to influence people against you. So that's part of their thing, and it's to really give you, like, cause you to have a burnout. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why I'm thinking of who was it? Loretta Lynn. Wasn't it Loretta Lynn, guys? She passed out on stage. She was pushed to her brinks. Didn't and Patsy Cline? Didn't Patsy Cline do that too? No, 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 no. Yeah, it was. I think it was Patsy Cline, and it was there was another one that did it. But that's what they're trying to do. They want you to like pass out, and I'm getting for some reason that they want you to do it in public. You know what I mean? Like to do it in public so that they could get like this positive outcome or some kind of image of you not being able to handle things. Okay, it's more of something that they could use for their advantage here. Yeah, Spirit is saying to go ahead and strike out alone. When you start noticing things, when you start noticing that this person is stirring the pot and causing all kinds of problems, Spirit is saying that that's your cue to that this person is the wrong one. This person is against you and not with you. Okay, because you don't know it, but there's this person's gonna have other people that are gonna be right behind them. Okay, that are going to want to attack you as well. Like I said, dark energies, when you come out in this light energy, they want to strike, they want to like bring you down or smear your image, okay? Because I am seeing somebody talking about you, uh, maybe even coming out publicly to talk about you, okay? So this is going to be like a public slander on your name, right? Something like that. Um, or to say things in such a way, maybe not a right out slander, but more of a, and to say things in such a way to make it seem like you are less than what you truly are, okay? And what you truly are is somebody who is gifted and chosen, and that's what I'm seeing here, okay? So, Gemini, I'm going to go ahead and get out of this reading. Spirit is saying to go ahead and get ready for this because your life is about to change in huge ways. You're going to be speaking some kind of truth in front of people. And you know what? This actually has come out in your reading before. And the thing about these kinds of things is that the more that they come out, the more often that something keeps coming out in a reading or in a vision, it's been my experience that it's because you're getting closer and closer to the time that when that specific thing is supposed to happen. Okay? So I know this has came out in your reading I think like a year ago or something, or 6 months ago or something like that. It's been a while, I know that. And so that means you haven't done it yet. Okay, because it's coming out again, so it means that you haven't done it yet, but the time is coming closer because it's coming out again in your reading. And the more each time it comes up, if you notice, we're finding out more and more pieces and bits of what's going to be going on behind the scenes, right? Things that you don't see that it's going to be going on around you, right? So every time it comes out, we find out more and more and more, right? Yeah, that's what I have for you, Gemini. Thank you for being here, guys. I hope this helps you knowing. You might want to like mark this reading so when the time does come, you can come back to these readings and be like, "Oh, that's right," and then just said that. "Oh, that's right," that, and then you can put the pieces together as you go. Okay, because I think this is like the second, maybe third. I'm not sure, but I think this is definitely the second reading I've done about this, about you being in the public eye, being chosen, speaking up, speaking some kind of truth, people wanting to stop you. It's basically like that. But apparently, the people that are going to want to stop you and come up against you appears to be different people for different reasons. And I think once you understand what is the quote the reason why they want to come up against you, then you can better defend yourself. Now, like this one that wants to work in your finances or your, doing your books or something like that, this one I never knew about. Okay, so this is somebody new, and this person is not coming in by themselves, just so you know. You might know just that one person, but there is another person that is behind the scenes that is working with this person as well. Okay, just so you know. So be aware of that. Like I said, the more higher you go, the more brighter your light is, the more people want to pull you down. You know what I mean? And it's true. All right, Gemini, thank you for being here. Catch me in the next one. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment, it helps the channel grow. And click on that hype button because it really does help a lot. Anyways, y'all take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye. What is wrong with this thing?